channel. In today's video I am showing you a tutorial for the makeup look I am wearing right now. Now this whole makeup look is based off of the Lorac Natural Performance Foundation. A lot of you guys asked me to do a video on that foundation, which I talked about in my previous video. So basically the look I have been doing recently is this really effortless kind of glowing bronze look. I'm just focusing on warming up the skin and using very glowing products, and I wanted to show you the foundation in action in this tutorial. So if you guys are interested in the look I am wearing right now, then just keep on watching. So I'm a little lighter than what I was in my previous video, so I am going to use my Becca Bronzing Skin Perfector as my primer today. This is just going to give my face a little bit of color and help the foundation match my face a little bit better. As you can see, my neck is darker, so I do want to match the neck with the face. That's one thing I seriously cannot stand, is when the face is lighter than the neck and then you just put the foundation on and it looks like mud. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this Bronzing Skin Perfector on my face. This is a really great primer for the summertime because it does give you that kind of faux glow look without being like overly orange. Star of the show, this is the Lorac Natural Performance Foundation. This is the one I talked about in my previous video, my favorite foundations for dry skin, and this is a foundation I just discovered recently. Again, I mentioned that when I bought this, I pretty much bought it expecting it to be just like a basic okay foundation. This foundation has literally rocked my socks off. I mean, it is so good, you guys. It is so good if you have normal to dry skin. I feel like if you do have a combination to oily skin type, you'll probably have to set this a little bit more. But the way it glides on your skin and the way it lasts throughout the day, it literally makes my skin look just so perfect and youthful and just amazeballs. So this is the foundation I'm going to be using. The brush I've been using for this foundation is by BH Cosmetics. I will list the kit that I got this from down below. I got it off HauteLook, but basically I'm just using kind of a fluffier brush to apply this because it is pretty pigmented, but not in a bad way. So I'm not using anything super dense. I'm just using this fluffier brush. So for one side of my face, I just do one pump. That is literally all you will need, and I just start buffing it in. And by the way, my shade in this foundation right now is NP6 Light Tan, which is really odd because I normally do not wear foundations with tan in the name. Normally I'm like a beige or a medium, but this one was the one that matched me the best, and I have to say it is a spot on color match for me. So you may want to consider going up a shade when you do look at these foundations in store or online. Because yeah, this one's called Light Tan, and I would consider it to be more on the like darker medium range. So can you see just how like perfected and natural, just youthful amazingness is going on right now? Like, I don't know, there's just something about this foundation. You cannot feel it on your skin. It buffs in so easily and it just lasts all day. It is the shiz, you guys. And I do try to stipple this in as opposed to dragging, since that's supposedly better. But I do notice that it does seem to give me a fuller coverage look when I do stipple as opposed to dragging. So I'm just trying to dot it into my skin to the best of my ability. And it's kind of effortless. You really don't have to work with this too much. Foundation without any concealer, without any powder. I just think it is so beautiful. I can't. It is just the perfect summer foundation for me personally. And I just love the way it looks. So this is what I do for foundation. Now, recently I haven't been using a lot of concealer with this foundation because I think it gives such good coverage on its own. But I am going to go in with the concealer that I have been using just to show you guys who want extra coverage. And I've been using my MAC Select Cover Up Concealer. This is a very emollient concealer. I used this in my graduation tutorial and I talked about how great it was for not creasing on the skin. It just gives that perfect coverage. It's not too heavy, it's not too light, it's not going to crease on you, and it's probably the only concealer from MAC that like I will ever consider repurchasing. I think Pro Longwear, honestly, I always like pretended that I liked it, but when I tried this one, I was like, we're gonna stick with this. So basically what I do, it's just got a little squeeze tube on it. I just dot about 2 to 3 small dots underneath my eye, and then I take the same brush and I just buff that in. I'm also trying to stray away from concealers that are way too light for my under eye area. I don't know, just something about that whole like highlighted look underneath my eyes I'm not into anymore. So the concealer that I am using in Select Cover Up is NW25. So it is kind of like my natural skin tone. It's not that like bright yellow under eye highlighted stuff that we see all the time. So this is the Perricone MD No Bronzer, and I've actually just used this once. I just got it and I mixed it with my SPF moisturizer to give my skin kind of like a tinted moisturizer look. I just wore it out one day. And I really do like it. So I'm going to go ahead and use this in this routine as my actual bronzer, and then I'm going to set it with another product. But again, this look is all about the bronziness and the bronzy glow, and I think this is a really nice product. It is pretty expensive for the amount that you get, but you do only need a small amount. So basically what I'm going to do is just take the little dropper bottle here. And it's a really nice universal shade. It's not too warm, it's not too cool. And I'm just going to do a couple drops to start out with on the back of my hand. And again, I'm going to use a BH Cosmetics brush. It's just an angled, fluffier brush, and just stipple that onto the contours of my face. This is on point. Look how pretty this is. Holy crap. I'm not even joking, you guys. This stuff is legit. Look at how like natural and just like glowy this is. Like I said, I just used it with my moisturizer yesterday, and I didn't try it out as actual like contouring bronzer just by itself. Oh my gosh, I'm so obsessed with this.
Like, yes honey, yes.
So just to set the bronzed areas of my face, I'm going to take my new Makeup Forever Pro Fusion Bronzing Powder. This is in the shade 20M, and it's a really pretty, just natural, everyday bronzing color. What's really interesting about these, according to the girl at Sephora that I talked to, is that she said these aren't actually supposed to be like contouring bronzers or bronzers that you use to actually warm up your skin. She said they go on top of your regular bronzer or your regular powders, and they fuse everything together. So after she told me that, I was like, give me one, girl, just give me one. And I'm just going to use a little bit of this product to further warm up and set the areas that I've already bronzed. This next product has also been a game changer for my summer glowing routine, and I did purchase it when I bought my Lorac foundation, and it is the Lorac Porefection Baked Perfecting Powder. And this is in the shade medium. Now, I'm not a fan of baked products at all. Like, I just pretty much don't own anything baked except for my Milani bronzers. But whenever I felt how smooth and finely milled this powder was, I was like, why not just get the powder to go with the foundation? And I am so glad that I did, because I think this is a huge reason as to why throughout the day my foundation still looks so good. It looks very youthful and glowing. This powder does not mattify your skin. It just gives you that really nice perfected look without being like cakey and just super matte on your face. I keep this in my purse and I've been touching up with it throughout the day, and I just use it all over. I use it to set my under eye area, I use it to set my forehead, T-zone, everywhere. It is a great multi-purpose powder. For blush, I have been using Melba by MAC. This is just kind of what I've been sticking to with this routine. I've pretty much worn this for the past 2 weeks straight. I haven't done anything differently. It's just a really great kind of natural, summery, peachy blush. I'm just using that on my Target Up and Up blush brush. For highlighter, I've really been back on a kick with my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal. I really got away from this for a long time because I just felt like it wasn't complimenting my skin at all. But I found that when I use less of this on my cheeks, it really does give me that nice natural glow from within. If I use any more than just a little tiny dab like this, I just kind of look, I don't know, not good, okay? Just not good. Never forget to set my face, especially if I want that ultimate glow look, and I always use my Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. I'm just going to spritz a couple sprays of this on my face to give me that finished look.